All right, guys, this is part 3 of why Uber Eats wins. Financially, I found it a little better than some apps, and the only reason is because I want to have free time, and I kind of Uber a little differently or take this job a little differently. I only pick the better paying jobs. So for example, when I signed up for Skip and tried that one, you need to keep an 8 out of 10 acceptance rating for you to get a little bit of extra money that they call a top up. That means you have to do 80% of the jobs, which sometimes the jobs are still kind of crappy. You're gonna get like $6 and it's gonna take you half an hour. I wasn't into that. With Uber, I can actually cancel any job that I don't like. So I only pick jobs that pay decent. 10 bucks for 20 minutes, that sounds good to me. And my acceptance rating right now is at 20%. According to Uber, they don't penalize you for having a low acceptance rating. In my opinion, I feel like I get a little less jobs after I reject a couple. It takes longer for them to come in. But maybe that's just in my head, but still, I get pretty good. And I guess now you want to know how much I can actually make on average. Now with that, I'm gonna tell you that I only pick higher paying jobs. So I am sitting in my car half the time, and I take advantage of certain promotions that they have. They call it opportunities in the app. I'm gonna show you a screenshot right now of what it would look like. See, it's showing here today, Friday, after 5. You do 2 jobs, you get some kind of money. Here's the breakdown. So those opportunities are great, especially if you're available to work during these times. They usually offer opportunities Friday evenings or weekends, but sometimes they have an opportunity come up for the whole week. It's going to be something like complete 30 jobs and get 60 bucks extra. Now another opportunity that they had a guaranteed income. I'll show it on the screen here. They had 3 options you can pick. I chose the bigger one. And now this doesn't mean that you're going to be getting that much for doing that many jobs. This is only counting the base fare. And the base fare is usually $1 or $2. Rarely 3. If you have a longer distance, the base fare will be higher. But I try to keep them short and local. I don't want to have to trek back home for 2 hours if the app sends me random places. So I also reject long distance jobs. So with the base fare being low, I'm actually going to show you when I completed these 215 jobs, out of base fares, I received $671.98, which means the app had to top up an extra $728.02, and I got that as a bonus. Now what this bonus actually gave, so when you take that $728 and divide it by the 215 jobs, this is a bonus of $3.38 per job that was invisible and that you don't really see. Now, to do these 215 jobs, it took me approximately 94 hours. Now, I'm gonna tell you what I made on average per hour with my math. I was actually quite surprised because you know what? I was actually in my car just sitting half the time, editing photos, listening to audiobooks, calling friends, just hanging out a lot. So I was actually expecting an average of like 12 bucks an hour. But to my surprise, with the strategy of taking higher paying jobs and taking advantage of these promos and higher tipping jobs, I actually made an average of $24.38. Now what this means is even if I didn't accept this promotion about the guaranteed income, which I said each job means it pays $3.38 more, I still, on my own, without that promotion, made an average of $21 an hour, and I literally felt like out of those 94 hours, I probably sat in the car for half of them doing other work. So in my opinion, that's very good. Something I can't do with other apps that require me to maintain an 80% average. Well, now that you know that the money's decent with my strategy, the next episode and segment of this is going to be on cherry picking. This is where I'm going to break down exactly how to pick the job you want. We're going to go through a step-by-step lesson. I'm going to show you how to calculate your gas consumption to see if the trip is worth it, depending on the distance, the time estimate, and the tip amount. So I'll see you in the next episode, and then we're going to conclude the 5-point series with a final conclusion, and maybe I'll put it up in a all-in-one and see how that goes. Okay, bye.